All right. Welcome to another Woods Report. All right. So
Weekend.
it's Friday. Now Emerald can say happy Friday. She was saying happy Friday yesterday. We was like, wait a minute, is it Friday yet?
We was feeling it.
Now it's Friday. Thank goodness, huh? Not a lot going on. It's a lot going on, but not a lot going on. Does that make sense?
No.
What do you mean?
We both said no.
It's a lot going on, but it's not like the news is reporting a lot of stuff. So that's the difference. It's still a lot going on in the world right now, but the news is like not making it priority to talk about it. They kind of talking about the same stuff over and over again.
Give updates to it too.
Well,
and other people spin on stuff to stretch the story.
Yeah. The big thing that everybody's talking about, that just hit the headlines, is Young Jeezy and Jenny Ma. Remember from the show? What was that show? The Real. He filed for divorce. Now nobody saw that coming.
2 years.
Nobody saw that coming. Let me see.
I was telling my sister, I'm not sure if it's him or her because it's her second marriage.
But both of them have issues.
Really?
Yeah, both of them have issues.
Maybe they shouldn't have come together.
Yeah. So I knew that wasn't gonna be on there. Let me go this. Hold on. All right, bring them up.
Because this is her second marriage, but you said he had issues too?
Remember, Jeezy
was he married before?
I don't know. I know he got baby mama and stuff like that.
How did she even get with him? They don't even say.
I don't know, but everybody thought they would be fine. Everybody was like, because everything. Remember, all she kept talking about was Jeezy. And remember, she didn't want to have kids. Remember when she was on the Rio, and she kept saying, "I don't want to have any kids." She did not want to have kids.
She was talking about that first husband a lot too.
Yeah, but she said she didn't want to have any kids.
Wow.
And then she met Jeezy. And she said, now my life is complete. I feel like I want to have kids now. And if it's true, he divorcing her. He making her feel like, why did I have kids with this dude? Right. I'm going to be a single mom now. So thanks a lot.
It was unfortunate.
But very weird, very odd how this is going on. Because like 2 days ago, she was posting on her Instagram. Seeing if I can find it. On her Instagram
about him or the baby?
Yeah, about him. She had the baby. She always has her baby on Instagram. The baby looked just like him, an Asian him. It looked like a little Asian Jeezy. Aww. Yeah, it's a cute little baby, but little round face. It's a girl.
A girl? Okay.
And she always has her on Instagram. I'm not even going to try to look it up, but I was going to try it first. And it's just, I don't know. You look at it and you go, what happened?
Because this was recently when she posted the picture of her baby?
Like 2 days ago with him. He had, not with him, but he released a book and it's on the bestseller list or something about his life or something. And she had her little daughter, little cute little thing. They was on there. She said, let's say a prayer for daddy. And then the little girl, she would say something and the little girl would repeat. And she'll go, God. And then the little girl would go, God. Thank you for my life and all this. And the little girl replied, and she said, and thank you for my dad. And she said that, and then he goes, and his number one selling book about his life.
So she's almost 2.
I don't know how old she is. She got to be what? How long they been married? 2 years. So it came out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. It says Atlanta rap star Jeezy files for divorce from TV host Jenny Ma. Again, nobody saw that coming. Where is this at? Oh, I see. I hate when they do that. Hold on.
You have to sign in.
I'm not signing into nothing. They can forget.
You gotta sign in to get
Why
the
would I
story.
sign in when I could get it free everywhere else?
That's what another
Jeezy
friend
files. Yeah, that's stupid. Jeezy files from divorce from Jenny Ma Jenkins after 2 years of marriage. The Real host and her rapper husband were married in 2021. And share a daughter. She's 20 months. He was asking how old she is. The rapper, 45. He was asking how old he is. Okay. Filed for divorce from the Real host, 44. I didn't know she was 44.
Wow.
Thursday in Atlanta.
So she had her baby later.
According to documents obtained by People. The couple were married for 2.5 years and had a prenuptial agreement in place. Jeezy's filing says the former couple are currently living in bona fide state of separation, and that their marriage is irretrievably broken with no hope of reconciliation.
What the heck did one of them do?
I know.
I'm thinking more on him.
I know. We always go right to the guy.
To the man. But you
think maybe he cheated and then he ran to get the divorce so he looks better in public or something? Who knows? He maybe didn't cheat. The document also says that the rapper wants to share joint legal custody of their pair's daughter. Reps for each did not immediately respond to people's requests for comment. Jenkins and Jeezy tied the knot on March 21st, on March 2021 at their home in Atlanta and welcomed the daughter in January 2022. The pair celebrated their 2-year anniversary in March with a surprise trip to Vietnam.
Mm-hmm. That's where she's from.
Yeah, and then on Father's Day, they posted stuff. And some out there be together for the rest of their lives. That was June.
June, okay. June, July, August, September.
She said, when Jeezy and I met, we bonded over the similarities and differences of our cultures. She told People at the time. Now that we have a daughter blending our worlds, it gives even more meaning to explore Vietnam together. I didn't know she was Vietnamese.
For some reason, I thought she was Filipino.
Yeah, she Vietnamese. So I don't know. That's kind of odd.
Mom, do you remember the show called The Real? Where Tamar was on there and Tamia was she was the Asian girl.
Okay.
That's Jenny.
That's Jenny. This is the one we're talking about.
She married a rapper. Look at him.
When you first started seeing The Real, she was married to another guy. Yeah. And she would always talk about him.
Yeah.
She divorced him. Okay. And she married this rap star. His name is Jeezy. Yep.
See, that's the little
and
girl.
Now they're divorced.
Don't she look just like him?
Aww. Little big old head.
The star was also transparent about the difficulties she's faced in her first year of motherhood, including her breastfeeding struggles and a scary bout with postpartum anxiety. She added in People in June that she and Jeezy, who is also dad to 2 children from previous relationships, told you,
of course,
he got 2 baby mamas, shared a family-first mindset and would often turn to relatives to help care for their daughter as they balanced parenthood and busy careers. We have no problem calling somebody to be like, we're dropping her off in 30 minutes, she said. So they know how to drop her off and work on their marriage and stuff. It just took everybody by surprise.
What happened? You're trying to think in the last few months.
In the last 2 days.
Oh, well,
he posted something, too, that was kind of sketchy.
What actually happened for them to say...
For him to file for divorce.
For him to file for divorce.
I don't know. So I guess we don't know. I hope they stay together. Filing for divorce don't mean nothing. Ray J showed that. You can file... Ray J and his wife file for divorce every month almost.
Oh, they do? Oh, they get on each other's nerves.
I'm
getting ready to divorce you. Okay, whatever.
So a lot of people have filed for divorce, but they don't go through it.
Okay.
So let's hope that hopefully they'll mend whatever. They got a cute little round head daughter. Mm-hmm. So you hope that they stay in a marriage.
Round head like he
is.
And
then she didn't want to have any children.
I know.
So you feel like, I know she don't want to be a single mom. So
you think about those past conversations on the Real.
Yeah.
The other ladies had babies.
Yeah.
Well, a few of them, because Lonnie didn't have kids. And what's the one that's married to Israel?
Yeah, she just had a baby.
Had a baby.
Yeah.
So they all were kind of single-minded.
Yeah.
But I guess when she got with Jeezy, she felt like,
she said this was the time.
Baby.
Yeah. So, and have you seen she dresses really nice. Have you seen how she dresses?
Well, I only would watch on The View dress.
She really has
The View, Lord. The Real.
The Real.
Yeah, I watched how she dressed on The Real.
But, I mean, since she met him, her fashion has gone up.
Oh, kind of like how Kardashian and
Kanye. Let me see if I can find.
So you're saying before and after, her dressing is better now? Because she would do...
Hold on. I think she dresses better now. Hold on.
Than she did
before.
I thought her first husband was from a boy band.
Let me see. She upped his game too. She upped him. He wasn't dressing like this. He was wearing suits and stuff now. You see that? He's dressing way better. Way
Do they have a
better.
picture of her first husband?
He's dressing way better now. But she dresses nice to me. You know, because she's small too.
Yeah, she's petite.
A lot of times little Asian women can get away with wearing stuff. You know that, right?
Uh-huh.
Like black women can get away with wearing color. They can
Uh-huh.
get away with wearing
just
odd
clothes. Outfits.
or just, you know, stuff
anything that's different.
Does it show anything? No. Anyway, that's cute. That fuchsia. She dresses really nice though to me. Okay. She dresses really nice. So that was it. I just wanted to bring that up. So they brought
the split up. You said it still could be just right now, they may not go through with it.
Well, he filed for it. So
enter in first husband.
Jenny Ma. Is that him? That's him.
Because she talked about him all the time.
I ain't never seen him before in my life.
When they were on The Real.
You said he was in a band?
No, I said I thought he was in a band, one of those bands.
Oh, no, I don't think so. No, he's not in none. He wasn't in none.
Okay. Yeah, she talked. When you guys, when The Real first came on, because Tamar was on there before they exed her. She would always talk about her husband and this and that, and he likes this, and when we go here. So when I heard that they split up, I was like, okay, what happened there? But then when she got with Jeezy, I'm like, okay, that's totally two different looks, two different guys. What happened?
Well, she said that they start talking about their backgrounds and stuff.
Yeah, totally. Well, in my opinion, because we don't know sometimes what we see on TV may be the real them. So, okay.
Well, unless she faked it, the last 2 days ago, she was speaking very highly of him.
Okay.
So this month, unless this took her by surprise too.
Yeah,
it could have taken her by surprise.
Share why they're separated.
So let's hope they stay together. You know, I hate seeing people when they have kids. I don't like to see people get divorced.
Let's stay together. Ooh,
I like when they have kids. I like when they stay together versus getting a divorce.
Kanye, kids, but still he needs to walk away.
No,
something wasn't right with him.
You know what I do like about Kanye? It's funny how you bring him up. He really does have a good relationship with Nori, his older daughter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's always with her and stuff, and she loves him. Okay. You can tell she really does care about him.
Dad, no matter how
crazy we think he is, as long as he's a good father, that's all I care about. That's true. Wendy says, "Hey gals, purpose of popularity." Hey Wendy, purpose of popularity says, "Hello ladies." Hey purpose.
Hey everybody.
Wendy says she had a ring. It takes pictures. He saw a picture. I don't know what it was, but whatever it was, he says, "I'm out." Oh, you talking about that Ring camera, maybe? You said she had a ring, probably that Ring camera, and he saw something on the Ring camera. I think it took him off guard. This divorce, him filing, took her off guard. I mean, Purpose says Jenny Ma was a host of a makeover show before The Real. Oh, that's probably why she has really nice style, because she really does have nice style. And Wendy says the picture in the ring really upset him. Oh,
what happened? Did she sleep with somebody?
I don't know.
Okay, Jenny.
So I guess we'll find out what happened, y'all. Keep your ears pressed. He got some nerve with his big bucket head, though. Even if he better have seen her with somebody, as much issues as he's had in the past.
But he was never married, though, right?
Well, that's true. He's married now, I guess.
We'll see.
It just better be good, because she didn't want to have any children, and she waited to have it with his big giant head. And now that she's had a child with him, he's filing for divorce.
Yeah, something not right.
So it better be
maybe, like we said yesterday,
she better be kissing the postman on that Ring camera.
Maybe like we talked about yesterday. You think Tyrese can help them get back together and mend their like he did? What's his name from DJ Envy and his wife?
Do you know he's still talking? He came out again. I refuse to report on it. And they asked DJ Envy this morning. They was being messy, and they said DJ Envy. Oh, Jess was doing the thing, and she said Tyrese comes out again, and he says something again, and Charlamagne said, "You better not say nothing." to DJ
Don't
Envy.
even give him a platform.
He said, "Don't say nothing." And then Envy was like, "I'm gonna say something." And then Sean said, "Don't you say nothing." He said, "I'm gonna say that God bless him. I love him with the love of the Lord," or something along those lines.
Thank you, Envy, DJ Envy. Thank you. So he's
Tyrese
still
is crazy.
He's still talking.
Yeah, he's got his mind on. It's. I think when people have an imbalance or something, it's like they put their mind on something and they can't get off of it. He's like a dog with a bone.
Let it go, son. Let it go.
Yeah. You gotta just walk away and let the dog have the bone.
That was his character in.
Yeah.
It's gonna keep falling. That was his character in the movie.
They said he acts just like the movie. He's stuck in the movie, Baby Boy. He can't get out. He even talked a lot in Fast and the Furious, and Ludacris was telling him to shut up.
Get mad at him when you shut up. They start to fight.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I think that's it. That's Tyrese now.
Tyrese.
But no, I'm
okay.
Jeezy. Now the difference between Jeezy and DJ Envy, Jeezy would put him in a trunk somewhere and send him somewhere. DJ Envy ain't about that life.
Jeezy will.
Jeezy's a gangster.
Oh my goodness.
A real life gangster.
Tyrese probably wouldn't even go there. He wouldn't touch that marriage.
He's gangster enough to where he's put it on the shelf and put a tie on and stuff. He's still gangster. He's like Master P.
A rough boy.
Yeah. And Birdman. They try to put a tie on and stuff, and they tie be crooked like this a little bit. It's like,
that's how their life is. Their life is not straight.
Yeah, you not, like T.I. putting a tie on. But T.I. not gangster.
No, he don't seem like
But Jeezy is gangster. He is gangster. Okay. So don't.
So she liked that bad boy.
She liked the bad boy.
She went totally from one end to the extreme.
I know.
Oh wow.
All right, y'all. So let's just hope, pray that they whatever. Maybe he saw something like Wendy said in the camera and he didn't like it, or maybe it's
got some explaining to do.
Maybe it's something where she just got to explain something. He just jumped the gun. And
babe, that was an old picture, an old photo before you,
or something you thought you saw something that wasn't what you saw, or something like. Or that's my cousin Louie or something. If it was somebody she's kissing or something. So let's hope that's what happened.
Her cousin Louie.
Well,
this is a very, very serious strike.
We have the writer strike and the actor strike.
All these strikes are under the watch of Biden.
And now we have. Well, you can't blame him for all the strikes.
No, under his watch.
Oh, now you
Every
have.
time I open this, it pops into me in the face.
Yeah, it does that to me too. I forgot to warn you about that. Y'all remember this? Wendy probably remember. She one of our older watchers. Remember I was pitching this? Lenore still drinks out of it, but she forget it plops you in your face. I didn't realize
it plops water in your face
if you open it wild like that.
Oh, I'm thinking how else to open it.
Yeah, you gotta be careful when you open it. But anyway,
go ahead.
Joe Biden defends the strike, the United Auto Workers strike. He tells the industry that they must share record profits. Now, you know he's a Democrat, so he's going to be on the side of the union before he is on the side of the company.
That's true.
So
he's union.
Right. He's going to be union first over, the corporation. It says President Joe Biden urged Detroit's big three automakers on Friday to share their profits with the workers, appearing to tip the scales toward United Auto Workers, who walked off the job in a contract dispute with car manufacturers. Now, please believe in Michigan, they're going to remember this. Now, the man is saying he's on the side of you guys, Joe Biden. He's not on the side of the corporation. So how many of these guys holding these picket signs are Trumpsters? Hopefully, he's probably thinking, I hope y'all remember this, when it comes time to vote, that I'm for the union. I'm not for these corporations. So he's probably rolling the dice and hoping, because Michigan is a battle state.
Yeah.
So he's probably hoping, hey, remember this, guys, when it's time to.
But the thing that I'm hearing the beginning part of this that you were reading, that the corporation is not wanting to share profits.
Well, let's see. It says that speaking from the White House just hours after 13,000 auto workers went on strike, Biden said auto companies have benefited from record profits, but have not shared them with the workers. You remember back in the day when you would get a profit, you would give bonuses and stuff like that? That went away a long time ago.
Love the bonuses.
People don't do that no more.
We did very well in our stocks.
Remember Christmas bonuses and stuff? Mm-hmm. They don't do that anymore.
Mm-hmm. They pocketing it.
Yeah, they pocket. That's what he's saying.
Themselves.
So it says no one wants to strike, Biden said, but he defended the workers' right to do so and to participate in collective bargaining. Biden, who has described himself as the most pro-union, I said that, president in history, said automakers have made some significant offers to workers, but I believe they should go further to ensure record corporate profits mean record contracts for UAW. So I agree. That's something that I do like about Biden. He is strong union. He is strong worker. And so he's hoping that goes across the country when people start thinking about the difference between him and Como.
Now, the scary thing, though, about their jobs, I know maybe not at this moment. We talked a number of times about AI. Mm-hmm. Their jobs can be replaced by machines, literally.
It is.
One person can press the go button.
They already got machines,
and the machines can put the wheel on. Another machine can put the motor in, and I mean, you guys deal in the car industries. Y'all know that's a really easy one for AI to replace these union workers.
AI gonna be replacing a lot of people.
And I don't know what union workers in the future can do about that. They can't fight for their job when a machine can take their place.
So this is what you need to do. This is my opinion. This is what I said. Right now, before AI takes over and kicks everybody out, you need to be focusing on paying off debt, and you need to own your own property. I don't know how much more to say that. You don't need to be emboldened to anybody. So when AI comes through and chops everybody's head off, you're in debt. You don't own your own home. You don't have anything saved up for when you retire or nothing.
Too. That's a part of prepping, what you're saying.
So all of that should be done right now. So before it comes in and does that to them, that's what they're doing. They fight now. They say, give me some more money. Hopefully they'll take that money and do something with it.
401k. They should. I don't understand how a company can justify making big money and not giving it to the.
I agree. Biden said he was dispatching two of his top aides, Acting Labor Secretary Julie Su and White House Senior Advisor Gene Sperling, to Detroit to help the parties reach an agreement. Mm-hmm. He called on both sides to return to negotiating table and to stay as long as needed.
Mm. So all these unions are really...
Well, you know the other ones threatened and they didn't. The garbage guys, they were going to, we pay them whatever they want.
There's some groups that have unions that they even mention the word strike. Here in our area, the teachers are always striking.
It says
Chicago's public school teachers.
Auto workers stopped making cars and went on strike when their contracts expired at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Thursday. The strike targeted specific plants: Ford Motor Company, General Motors, and Stellantis, which makes Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Fiat brands.
A new name that I recognize.
The strike is the first time in the union's 88-year history that it walked out on all three companies simultaneously.
Wow.
So that's big.
That's a long time. They're real serious.
They're serious.
I think that probably the COVID kind of probably pushed them back.
Yeah.
And the organizations are trying to still catch up and still keep the money.
It says 10 states would take the brunt of any economic hit in a protracted strike against the big three automakers. The strike's impact could reach beyond Michigan and as far as Texas and New York, according to a report by Michigan economists. Biden's warning comes as a new USA Today and Suffolk University Sawyer Business School poll released this week showed Americans' lingering concerns about rising costs, suggesting he's losing his argument on the economy. Nobody believed that when he said the economy was good. Who believed that? Again, people act like we can't see with our own eyes.
According to who though? Because the numbers can.
You can make numbers say whatever you want. It's just like when Candace Owens and other mega people say that systematic racism doesn't exist, systemic racism. Just like Campbell Schumacher says that a unicorn. I always gonna say his name wrong. Ramashima.
Swami.
I'm gonna say his name wrong because he said that white supremacy is a unicorn. Yeah. So for this day forward, I will never say his name right.
He ain't lived long
enough.
And what neighborhood? You need to visit some neighborhoods and get in some.
Said that white supremacy is a unicorn. We can look with our own eyes. Just like Tucker Carlson and Big Giant Head Hannity said that the January 6 people went in peacefully and walked around and the security showed them around.
They were tourists.
People act like we stupid.
Not terrorists. They were tourists.
They think we stupid.
I know. When Susie Sausage Heads going,
so when Grandpa Biden get up there and says the economy's great and we paying $5 more for gas and all this other, nobody's listening to him.
The people that are hurting are not.
Right.
Now, and the economy is good for some people.
Migrants sleeping on the street. You stepping over.
The economy is good, though.
I saw somebody showed another video. Oh, my God. I didn't even want to talk about it today. I won't go into a whole story. With the migrants? No. This is our regular homeless people.
Right.
It was in was it Baltimore? They went down the street. That fentanyl, that drug, hundreds of people just laying out.
Oh, from taking the drug?
They on drugs.
Yeah.
Laying out all in front of hotels and businesses, all just down. It's a epidemic. But if you don't leave your house, or if you just go from your house to the movies or to Walmart or whatever, you don't see what's really going on in the country.
That's been the problem that we talked about. That borderline of Mexico and Texas, and there's an Indian reservation.
Oh, that's letting
a lot of the cartels are getting through, and the regular people are getting through, and they were slipping that what is it?
The fentanyl
in. It's a moneymaker, like back in the cocaine
days
go right and the heroin days.
Because you mentioned the cartel.
Oh, okay.
That's a good segue into the cartel. Into the cartel. Is that it? Yeah.
Gentleman on the left.
Now, I'm probably screwing this man's name up. Peso? Is that his name?
I think Peso Pluma.
Peso Pluma?
I think
cancels several concerts amid threat from the Mexican cartel. Well, you know who's on the right.
Is that Chapa?
Yeah, that's him.
And his lyrics.
The musician and singer Peso Pluma has canceled and postponed several of his scheduled concerts amid a recent threat made against his safety by the Mexican cartel. Now, you said he had a concert here in Chicago.
They had to cancel.
Giant stadium.
They threatened him.
They said
on that stage, that'd be the last concert.
On Tuesday, September 12th, before Pluma, real name Hassan Emilio Cabanda Laja, whatever.
Oh, okay.
He's Peso.
Okay.
Made his MTV VMAs debut.
I remember him with that jacket on. I remember seeing him. So that was him.
Yes.
Yes. I told you it was like Latino, and I think they were probably doing that also because this is the month of Hispanic and Latino Heritage Month.
Yeah.
Yes, that's why.
A menacing banner was hung from a bridge in the border town of Tijuana, Mexico. The translation of the banner, signed by Jalisco New Generation Cartel, read, "This goes to Peso Pluma. Refrain from presenting yourself on October 14th because it will be your last show due to your disrespect and loose tongue. You show up and we are going to break you." And when the cartel says break, they literally mean they literally mean break your ears off, your eyes, your nose, your lips.
They canceled that concert so quick.
The same day, fans who were planning to see the Mexican artist in concert at the Forum in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, had been notified by the venue that due to unforeseen circumstances, the show had been postponed. Now, is this the one you talking about, or you said it was one in Chicago?
I think it was this one.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew it was nearby.
All right. Everybody relax and calm down.
Well, Milwaukee's near Chicago, so that's
what I thought. Putting out there was a Chicago statement.
I'm so sorry.
All right.
The October one, though.
No, you're right. Additional dates include Friday, September 15th, Saturday, September 16th, in Rosemont.
Yeah, Rosemont.
Right. So you were right. You were right. All right.
I know they said Chicago. I just wasn't sure of the dates.
And Indianapolis has been canceled.
That cartel has scared this group.
I agree. I would be scared too.
But here's the thing too. Who told him? I don't know his music.
Well, I'm going to tell you why they threatened him.
Why would you put that in your lyrics?
The rising star is best known for singing traditional Mexican ballads. However, Pluma also specialties in a subgenre of contemporary takes on the ballad, known as narcocorridos. Y'all Latino people, y'all probably killing me.
This up.
According to Pitchfork, whose lyrics recount the exploits of drug traffickers. He has 2 songs are believed to be dedications to the Jalisco cartel's main rival, the Sinaloa cartel. While Pluma has not confirmed these assumptions, he has previously explained that some cartel leaders pay musicians to write in their favor.
They paying you to write in your favor. You're gonna get killed.
The Jalisco cartel is considered to be the second most powerful drug cartel in Mexico, after the Sinaloa cartel. I'm learning it. In February, Mexican band Grupa something from whatever had also faced threats from that other cartel. So cartels are threatening these groups that are coming from these particular areas. It's like gangbanging, in my opinion.
Sure is.
If you come from an area with the Crips, and then you go in concert and you doing the Crip dance like Snoop Dogg,
or
a lot of bloods
against the opposing.
A lot of bloods might be like, "You're not coming here. We're blood ran. We not Crip ran."
Do you think a lot of that had to do with Tupac's death and Biggie Smalls' death? No, it wasn't gang related.
Nah.
You sure?
They wasn't in gangs.
What were rivals then? What was going on?
It was the rival in hip hop. Remember they were saying East Coast versus West Coast.
Oh, so not so much.
It was more rival in rap.
Oh, okay.
So this is the whole thing with him, man. El Chapo, he's an El Chapo dude, according to this other cartel. And we don't want any El Chapo dudes on any stage around us.
So the cartel, does that just means like the mafia? Where it's a general name and there's different
like
sections,
different families.
Different families.
Okay. Different families.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't mess with the cartel.
Because I used to think cartel was just it. That was the group and that was it.
Yeah.
But it sounds like even these rivalries within the cartels are problems.
They do remind me of old school mafia. They're a little different than gangs, but they do have, there's gangs that fall underneath the cartel. There's certain gangs. There are certain Latin gangs that are attached to certain cartels.
Exactly.
The cartel guys don't do the gang activity,
right?
But they have gangs within the family that does the gang activity.
They need people to do their leg work.
They have drugs and all that other stuff.
They need people to move and move around and move it. And a lot of times they're the higher ups that supply. Yeah,
Yeah, we don't play around. We live in an area. It's too many Latino
Well, they got
people.
this boy canceling shows then.
Where we live, it's Mexico. So you might as well say we live in Mexico.
Maybe 75.
No, it's more than that.
80%
is
Latino.
More than that.
Yeah.
It's 90%
Latino. And I'm
hearing, you talking about the ones that's registered.
Well, I'm hearing, I know we have a lot of
it's like 90.
Because we're a sanctuary city too.
Yeah.
But I told my sister, I said, are we politically correct when because this is Heritage Month and they're going to be celebrating in Chicago. Oh my God, the cops are ready because we had a lot of issues last year. But they're calling it Hispanic and Latino heritage. So I'm thinking both of those terms cover the Spanish community in whatever country they're from.
Yeah.
But this is mainly celebrating being free from Spain. So,
this thing that they celebrate this weekend?
Yeah, because you're thinking Sonny is Puerto Rican.
Yeah, they ain't got nothing to do with it.
So Anna is from Nicaragua. So I don't know historically.
Well, my thing
to Spain as far as their history.
If he is doing songs to praise the other cartel family, he deserves to be shut down. That's my opinion.
It's unfortunate, but
if you sing a song about how much you love the Crips, I wouldn't blame if the Bloods came and shot up your
And why
place.
would you receive payment to write songs like that and not even think that could cause an issue with the others that are out there?
So he's not thinking.
Sing about love and girlfriends and guys that you're jealous of.
Frank Sinatra was paid by the mafia family.
Yeah, he was.
But he didn't sing about them.
I like the mafia families.
Oh, Gambino, I love you so. And the ones that did,
yes,
they wasn't Frank Sinatra.
No.
They was singing I Love You Gambino at the Italian restaurant when the guy came in to eat his sausage and his sauce.
Because we all know.
Sing I Love You Gambino while I eat my spaghetti.
Frank Sinatra was connected.
Frank Sinatra was bigger than that. So he couldn't sing. So this dude, Peso, sorry, buddy.
Sorry.
If you got songs
Peso
out there of singing about a certain cartel family, your days are over. You had a nice run. You was on the MTV, VMAs. That's it, buddy.
Yeah, and
you're done.
It's funny because one of the episodes,
you shouldn't sing about them like that.
Another documentary I was watching shows the power that Sinatra did have.
Well, he had the mafia behind him.
Yeah, buddy. Even like in Vegas with all the casinos, and in that documentary with Quincy Jones, there's a ring that he gave him. He does not take that ring off.
No,
Quincy had Frank Sinatra, and they worked together. He was his music director and stuff. Frank loved Quincy Jones. Yeah. He was good.
Yeah.
And of course, back then, the blacks couldn't stay in the hotels and stuff. They had to stay in another hotel way down the strip, and they had to eat in the certain part of the restaurant or not even eat at all. Frank was like, if you can't have my band come in
then
stay in this hotel, I'm not coming.
Right.
Do you know how quickly they let Quincy and all of them in?
So yeah,
he had a lot of pull.
But he didn't sing about the family,
about the different families.
He sung, Chicago, New York, New York, New York. He didn't sing about a particular family.
Your family puts money in my pocket.
No, the particular mafia family.
Ooh,
that Gambino family. I love you so much. I'll never, never let you go. And you think you're going to go being at the Taj Mahal or whatever, that New York
and the other families
Symphony.
Are like, hey, he's talking about our family. We don't like that Sinatra.
Yeah. So that's what's going on with these cartel guys. You're not going to get up there and sing about El Chapo and then think we're going to let you come fly through our town.
And even put a message into your wine.
I'm not even gangster. Remember this? I'll say this and we'll move on.
Okay.
Remember I said I'm not about that life. I'm not gangster.
Yes.
But remember I had a gangster moment?
Yeah.
We was doing fundraiser.
Uh-huh.
And we were selling, I don't remember, cookies or something.
What is this?
I think we were selling cookies with the club we in.
Okay.
And the two girls that was with us, you don't remember?
No.
There was two girls. I'm not going to say their names. If they're watching, they know who they are. Very attractive women.
Oh.
Nicely shaped. Right? So me and you sitting there, we're all sitting there selling cookies.
No, we were selling VHS tapes.
Something.
We were selling CDs.
That's okay. Whatever it was, we were selling.
It was hard to sell.
And I know I'm not ugly, but I'm not Lola Falana.
Exactly.
All right? Or Beyonce.
We know our...
All right.
Yeah.
But they were.
They were fine. They were nice-looking women.
So I said, why don't y'all get up and go out there?
Beautiful hourglass.
Go out there and hustle these guys over here.
Long hair. They had the look.
Bring these guys over here. They'll buy some tapes for us.
And they did.
So I was a pimp.
She pimped them.
I became a pimp.
Yes.
So then I
laugh
told
about it now.
We laugh about it.
They know.
But I can see how you could get caught up in the crime family.
Yes, you can.
So I said, go out there and sell. Get out there. So these guys
looks. Pull your skirt up or.
I didn't say all of that.
No, I'm just saying. Use your
I just said get out there.
Get out there and sell.
So then they're gonna come back after we've been selling all day. And
I did say take your coat off.
Well, talking about they're tired.
They needed to see the shade.
Talking about they tired. I said tired. You get back. You get back out there and you sell until it's time for us to get out of here. Talking about you tired.
You sound like the
a pimp
on the trading places.
Yeah,
with Eddie Murphy. And they was jipping the two brothers.
Oh,
yeah. And he was losing it. They said, get out there and sell.
Sell. I said, you get out of here. Go sell. Then they went back out. They was laughing.
And
so then they came back. And then I was like, all right, we can shut down now.
What you got? What you sell?
I was laughing.
They sold some CDs.
At the end of the thing, I said, now I know how pimps feel.
Yeah.
You got all of this going on here, and we're sitting up here eating tuna sandwiches. You better get out of there.
Make my money.
And if you're out of there, you better not bring back $2. You ain't no $2 woman. You need to be bringing me back at least $50.
You have to shake yourself because you got caught up. The girls was even like, no, Kim, no.
They was laughing though, but they understood it. I said, don't y'all now understand how pimps feel?
Because when they came back, we kids.
You get mad. I'm serious.
They bought the people bought CDs from these ladies,
but then they started wearing down and not coming back with $1. What is this?
God, that's funny.
If you can't do it, I'll find another one that can.
Another one. You don't want me to. At the time, it wasn't no Will Smith backslap,
but we was laughing.
She went to raise her hand, being funny.
Yeah, I was being funny.
Was laughing like,
"Oh, get out of there!" And the guys coming over buying was laughing. We always having fun.
We was having fun.
And I said, "You bought this because they was out there."
Yeah,
they was like,
"Yeah, they look good."
I said, "Now y'all." I said, "Do we all understand now how pimps feel?"
Thank you. I told my sister I did that in college.
So
a
girl that's good looking.
A girl that was good looking.
Yeah, get over there.
We need a car to go to the store.
Yeah,
call him over. He like you.
Get out of here.
She would call him and he would
and then all
6 of us come out with our little bags, shopping bags.
That's right.
So go ahead.
So use it, and you getting popped if you don't. Because why are you here if you're not going to get out and sell the goods?
Thank you.
So now I feel like that's how these cartel families feel. You're not going to come. You're not going to be singing about the guy, the family that we have battle against.
Yeah.
And then you think you just going to come up on stage and keep singing.
Right. And you got all these people coming to you to listen to you in concert. You need to shut that down.
You making it seem like they family better than our family.
Exactly. Giving praise to them. So I get it.
It's all wrong.
I don't know what he's going to do because are they going to shut down every concert?
They must. I don't know.
I don't know what this guy's going to do.
He's going to have to pay some people, and he's going to have to take those songs out of his concert.
They don't sing no songs.
So, but then if he takes the songs out the concert, the other cartel family probably going to threaten him. Mm-hmm. You're disrespecting what's his name? El Chapo.
We paid you to sing, write our music and sing about us.
So he's caught between a rock and a hard place.
Don't get involved with the cartel. Don't get involved unless your family is part of that.
Stay civilian. Don't become about that life.
Thank you.
Let me see. Everybody saying hi. Emerald says, "Hey, ladies." Everybody saying hi to each other. Emerald says cartels are just another way of saying crime family.
Oh, okay. So it's a crime family.
It's a crime family. All right.
Thank you for that because I was trying to think. So many cartels.
This is perfect. Speaking of crime family, how about this segue?
Let's go into the
Mar-a-Lago crime family.
This is their leader. It's okay that we're covering his face up because you know what he looks like. We'll let Megan's face show.
I'm gonna move it.
Okay.
Speaking of crime families, the latest news in the Mar-a-Lago crime family.
Lord.
Trump legal news brief. Trump's interview with Megyn Kelly raises questions about classified documents defense. So I'm not going to read this whole article. You know what this nut job does again? What are you looking at?
I'm just reading what they're all saying.
What?
Keep going.
Oh. I'm off now.
Nobody told you to get off.
He decides that he wants to go on Megyn Kelly's show. Mm-hmm. Now remember he was battling
against her at one time.
He said she had blood coming out of her,
whatever.
Whatever.
I'm thinking this was her way to get him back.
Well, you know she don't like him.
I know.
So some people said she was kind of tough on him. I didn't watch it. You watched it?
The View said that.
She don't like him.
So she gonna ask him.
So why would? But now I know why he went on there. Because his lawyers probably said she's a softball compared to what Fani and these other businesses going to do to you. So he needs to get in front of somebody who's not a Hannity, who's his boyfriend.
He needs to shut up.
No, I'm saying they want to see how he's going to talk.
And that's what they said on The View.
And that's what they did.
The problem is he doesn't have to go to the debates. But he probably feels like these little interviews get how he feels out.
Right. But first thing he said that was stupid and wrong is he talked again about he had the right to bring the classified documents home.
He feels that way.
And she said, okay, I'm paraphrasing. Even if you feel like you're in the right for bringing them home, once they subpoenaed you and said you need to return them.
Thank you.
Why didn't you return them?
And what was his answer?
He don't have no answer. He said he had the right to have them and keep them. No, you don't.
Not to keep them.
And that's against the law.
You're a knucklehead.
And when he said that, they said his lawyers probably was like,
they cringed
because he just said
incriminated himself.
Why he's in trouble.
Remember they said anything you may say may incriminate
will
you.
Will be held
against him, and they're going to be using that against him. He just needs to.
In other words,
because he can't even keep quiet.
In other words, let's say you decide that you want to bring something home from your job. Let's say a computer, whatever. Mm-hmm. Your boss told you can have your computer. And you decide, she told me I can have it. So in my mind, I'm okay to take my computer home.
I'm taking it
home. So
I
bring my computer home, right? Mm-hmm. The job, which is the government or the FBI. All right, let everybody relax and calm down. Okay, you said your boss said you can bring it home. Your boss said she never told you that. All right, everybody relax. What we're going to do is we're going to come and get it. Okay? Or, you need to return it.
You need to return it.
You can go to court and fight all of that out and figure out who's supposed to take the computer home and all of that. Mm-hmm. But we have a legal binding paper signed by a judge saying you need to bring that computer in. Okay? He replies, I'm not bringing anything It's mine. She told me I can have it. All right, everybody relax and calm down. This is how many chances they've given this moron. We'll come get it. We realize you're not going to return it. You're not going to bring it back. We're going to show up with some marshals and we're going to knock on the door and we're going to get the computer and we're going to grab it and bring it back. Do that and we'll leave you alone, okay? Even though you're making us go through all of this. Mm-hmm. This knucklehead decides to hide the computer. Well, hide some of the boxes. Mm-hmm. That's what's on that film that Jesus or whatever dude is saying, hey, the big guy wants us to put some of these away somewhere. What are we going to do? All on tape, you big dummy.
Get rid of them.
Or hide them. So they can't get them.
But you know what?
So now the police show up. Mm-hmm. They want to get the computer. They can't find it. They can't get it. They finally get it. They bring it. Right. You don't think you're going to have charge. And then you go on her show and say, they didn't have the right to come get it.
But you know what? In this situation, I mean, and you're using the laptop and computer. I would say it's a little bit deeper than that.
Oh, it's way deeper. This is classified documents.
That's what I'm saying. I can see if he's in the White House and while his secretary's working for him, they create folders and files for his stuff that he puts.
And he wants to bring that home.
And he wants to bring that home. That's his files. But while he's in the White House, there's a library of files that are kept in the White House for you to check out like a book. I'm going to use this because I need information to kind of read on what happened with the Watergate and all that. I'm just making up stuff. Mm-hmm. Why is in his head?
Because he's a moron.
Is he thinking that folder that belongs in the checkout library of the White House
belongs to him?
Out of all the presidents, they belong to you, Mr. President. Why you? Only you. Not Reagan, not Bush, even both Bushes. They could say that it belongs to them because my dad was in the house and I was. What makes him think that's the narcissist view of him?
Yeah, he's a narcissist.
That they belong to me.
So he's in trouble.
He is crazy. To think that. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So he's in trouble. So he had that going on. And he said a couple of other things that was like incriminating himself. Mm-hmm. Even outside of that, he said some other things that was like, did he really just say that? Mm-hmm. They were saying he was saying so much stuff that was making the FBI's case so easy. They didn't even know what to say.
Like, what can we? This is so easy. We recording. Thank you, Megan. You made it easy for us. We don't really have to go to court.
Yeah.
We can just do it.
It says here's their names. The two Mar-a-Lago employees, D. Olivier and Nota, have been charged with attempting to delete security camera footage sought by investigators. Okay. They wanted to delete the footage that showed them moving and stuff around.
Wow.
So there you go.
Okay.
So he incriminated himself more.
And I think too, like you're saying, she still had aught against him. So her questions was a little tough to catch him.
Did they say anything on The View that other stuff he said?
What do you mean?
Other than the documents?
Oh, of course. Well, I think that was yesterday with the Hunter thing. They come after me. We need to go after Hunter.
Oh, he made a mistake and said this too. He said, she asked him about impeaching Biden. And he said, I'm paraphrasing, if they would not have impeached me, then the Republicans wouldn't be going after Biden. So he made it sound like they don't have any evidence. They just doing it because they impeached. You went after our guy, so now we're going to go after your guy.
Tit for tat.
Everybody's been saying it, but nobody says it in public. He's the only knucklehead that actually said it in public. He said what everybody was already thinking. Was tit for tat.
Thank you for confirming that.
He confirmed it on Megan's show.
So that's why they're going after Biden. Yeah. That's why they want to impeach him.
Now,
they went after you.
The good things that he did say, he didn't say this, I don't think, on this show. He said it in his Truth thing. I told you. When they was asking him about what do they think about Hunter Biden and them going after Hunter Biden, he doesn't sound like he's in favor of that. I think because his kids, he's done a lot with his kids. So he's like, and remember, he knows tit for tat. So he already knows somebody's drawing up paperwork right now against his son-in-law, his daughter, his bonehead sons. It's tit for tat. So he knows that. So he's not trying to get on that bandwagon.
Okay. He's not going to say they're doing this. Right. Because people are going to say, well, if they're doing that for them, then you want it for you, right?
And then he'll say, I never said I was for that Hunter Biden thing. And then the other thing he's not for, remember when Joe Biden failed and all of that, and he forgets stuff? He doesn't laugh at stuff like that. Hannity and them was laughing at it, and he was like, I don't think that's funny. Because he's old. And I think he forgets things.
Yeah, because Joy on The View was looking at him in the interview with the other lady and saying he doesn't look well. He looks like he's sick, like he's, like his nose is running or something. Right. So
there you go.
Oh, well.
All right. Okay. Emerald says Wendy isn't on with you guys today. No, we said next week because we got a new, we're getting rid of the Wi-Fi. And we're gonna try this digital thing.
You gotta remove the modem and all of that.
And I said by next week, she should be on next week though. We're gonna
try our best. Yeah,
we pushing for next week.
Okay.
All right. So that's into him. You got anything else on him? My mother kept asking me about this. You know about this story?
No idea.
Amazing to be above ground. An American rescued from the cave in Turkey after being trapped for days. A dramatic and complex international rescue operation to save an American man from one of Turkey's deepest caves ended successfully on Tuesday, more than a week after he fell seriously ill and became too frail to make his own way up. So he went down there and he couldn't get back up.
What was he down there
An accomplished and experienced caver, Mark Dickey, 40, had been part of a research group on an exploration mission in Morco Cave when he reportedly began suffering from gastro bleeding. The cave is located in Taurus Mountain in Turkey. A huge rescue effort was launched involving multiple teams of experienced cavers. So she kept asking me if I had read about this story, and I didn't read about it. I think the thing that made her look at it is that he was down there for a week, and he survived. What did you say, Ma? 3,000 feet.
In a cave. In a hole. That's sad. Did he faint? Did he fall in there?
He got sick and fell, I guess.
He looks like a worker. Like he's one of them. With the
He
hat
said
on.
when they was pulling... What you say, Ma? What? He's an explorer. He was exploring. Speaking near the cave at a medical tent, Dickey said it was amazing to be above ground again and thanked rescue teams and the Turkish government for saving his life.
Yes, he better thank God.
It says it was an event that involved an extensive rescue effort. They worked so significantly hard for. They said adding to it that a tremendous outpouring of help, also thanking the Turkish government. Mark is strong and we believe his strength, but fully knew that he was in dire need of tremendous and immediate support, they said.
Wow, I wonder how they even knew he was down there.
They said the temperature was 39 Fahrenheit down there.
How did he alert them that he was down there? Did somebody see him?
He was also stomach bleeding a whole week. His condition was so severe, at one point, the medics and rescuers had to give him a blood transfusion down in the depths of the cave.
Wow. So they had to tend to him while he was down in the cave.
It said this sparked an international rescue operation led by 200 aid workers from U.S., Hungary, Poland, Romania, and Ukraine. Thanks, Ukraine.
For stepping in.
For helping us out after billions and billions of dollars. Mm-hmm. Thank you for sending some rescuers.
After this war is over, I pray it's over and not for a long time. They'll probably join NATO then. I don't know. Putin will get mad, though.
So that's all.
Okay.
That was it, Ma. You had anything else to add to this story?
Wow, dude.
She was amazed, I think, that he survived for 7 days.
And internal bleeding and
internal bleeding. I don't think he had any food either, did he, Ma?
They took him food.
When they came to get him, he didn't have none.
And water.
So he better thank Jesus.
Yes, dude. If you're not a man of faith, please.
Can you imagine being down there a week?
Because his thoughts is he's never going to get rescued. He probably would just die down there. That's sad. Mm-hmm. I can't even imagine the mind thing that he was going through.
Well, the big debate is in. Let me see if anybody said anything else. Wendy says, thanks, M. Wendy thanking M for shouting her out about Wendy not being on there. Mm-hmm. Which NFL stadium uses real grass versus artificial turf? Do you know there's a big thing now? They're trying to change, make everybody use real grass because that Aaron Rodgers got hurt, and they said they believe it was because of the
artificial turf.
Wow. He's a bonehead. He's been playing long enough. He know how to play on artificial turf.
He's old enough.
They act like he's a young quarterback that came out there and slid for the first time.
It's going to be hard to keep that real grass up, though, because when they start running and their spikes get in there, they're tearing up that.
It says
that mud and
players
dirt.
have been vocal in recent years about opposing turf fields, as there has been evidence on an increase in injuries while playing on these surfaces. While the NFL has not taken any action yet to make a change, the NFLPA continues to call the elimination of artificial surfaces. Most recently, there's their executive director, Lloyd Howell, released a statement that asked the league to consider requiring each team's facility to use real grass as opposed to turf. NFL teams continue to push back by saying there isn't a huge difference in injuries on the two sides, but the players feel that that isn't the case. Okay, if the players are telling you there's a difference when they fall and bump their head on a real grass versus a turf, why is the NFL fighting against that?
Thank you, because they've been having updates on the news about they've been talking to this doctor about their helmets, and they've been making. I told you they made this cushy thing that they put over the helmets when the guys are practicing, and a lot of them do feel the difference when they are playing and they're practicing because it's a cush over their helmet. But the doctor lady says, and she's a doctor for a lot of the teams with, I don't know what her position is, but she works with them when they have injuries. She said, really, there's nothing you can do that will keep a person's brain from moving. So make cushion over it. So
is that why some of them want the artificial turf? Because they can put cushion underneath there?
I don't know.
It says one of the newest stadiums to implement artificial turf is the Titans. They switched it out this past offseason from real grass to turf.
To turf. Where I'm wondering if they're making it cush as well, like the
That's
helmets.
What I'm saying.
I don't know. Like, is it softer when you hit that ground? When they're doing a huddle and they're all on top of one another, is that softer than the ground?
Wow.
Can you control it? Ground you can't control.
Well, let's see. The turf people are Atlanta Falcons, Buffalo Bills, Carolina Panthers, Cincinnati Bengals, Dallas Cowboys. We know they've always played turf. Detroit Lions, Houston Texans, Indianapolis Colts, Los Angeles Rams, Minnesota Vikings, New England Patriots, New Orleans Saints, New York Jets, Giants, Seattle Seahawks, and the Tennessee Titans.
Because the Bears have real grass.
Look where that's gotten us. Maybe we need turf.
Yeah, because we haven't been winning.
The ones with grass is Arizona Cardinals, Baltimore Ravens, Bad News Bears, Cleveland Browns, Denver Broncos, Green Bay Packers, Jacksonville Jaguars, Kansas City Chiefs, Las Vegas Raiders, Miami Dolphins. I thought Miami had turf. I wonder, did they change? Philadelphia Eagles, Pittsburgh Steelers, San Francisco 49ers, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and Washington Commanders. They all have grass.
I wonder if they're going to listen to the players.
The players are saying they want grass.
If majority of your NFL players are saying it's easier to play on grass than it is turf.
The only reason why they're having this discussion is because Buckethead Aaron Rodgers
is out for the year. Yeah,
that's the only reason why they're talking about it. If it wasn't a big name person that got out, they would still be letting them get hurt.
That's true. Maybe he can be the spokesperson for it and let them move forward with the plans.
Let's move on. Do your who we are.
They're going to have to probably bring stats to show that.
Yeah.
I know Emerald has seen this, and I'm saying hopefully everybody else who has Netflix get a chance to see Who We Are, the Chronicles. What is it? Your thing is covering it.
Oh.
Who We Are, a Chronicle of Racism in America. Jeffrey Robinson is a civil rights lawyer, and he's hosting this documentary. Very good documentary, you guys. And I suggest everyone who get a chance to look at it. It's Netflix, but I don't know. Netflix, you got to pay. I've been pulling out different information that he has shared in this documentary, and I've just been sharing it with you guys to talk about it and just kind of enlighten us. Some stuff we already know, and then some stuff, information we've gotten more details, and we're like, ooh, I didn't know that. One of the things he talked about was that when Nixon was in office, 1968, regarding the number of prisoners, because you think back when Bill Clinton signed that crime bill in 1994, thought he was doing us a favor. He said, when I sign this crime bill, we together are taking a big step toward bringing the laws of our land back into line with the values of our people.
They said Bill Clinton, that was the worst thing that happened to black people.
And
that crime bill.
The guy
wasn't that the Strike Act? 3 strikes or something?
The guy said it was speaking the truth because the values that America has expressed up to that point and what the law did, they were the values of mass incarceration and white supremacy. So that what he did not do well. But one of the comments that John Eckerman, with Nixon being in office, he said, we knew we couldn't make it illegal to be either against the war on black or the war or black. But by getting the public to associate the hippies with marijuana and the blacks with heroin, and then criminalizing both heavily, we could disrupt those communities. We could arrest their leaders, raid their homes, break up their meetings, and vilify them night after night on evening news. Did we know we were lying about the drugs? Of course we did.
This guy said this recently?
He said this during Nixon's reign in 1968.
That's ridiculous.
So it brings out a lot. Let me see what this one says. To some Americans, lives matter. One thing he did mention, because he had a mixed audience. Right, he had black and white in the audience looking. He talked about a little bit about white privilege. And he says a lot of times people get mad of white privilege. And he said, think about it in a different way. Okay. He said, white privilege does not mean you haven't worked hard or that you haven't overcame obstacles. Right. He said it doesn't take from your accomplishments at all.
But they think it do, some white people.
It states that this playing field is not equal.
But they think it means I didn't work hard or I didn't do it's not. They looking at it wrong. They don't look at it the same way.
White privilege.
Yeah, you know who summed it up the best? Eminem.
What did he say?
Because when Eminem went through all those problems, and he had to go to court.
Yeah.
He said, I can put on a suit. and I can show up in court and I look like just the white guy down the street
with a nice little suit on.
Yeah,
how you doing, sir?
Right. He said, but if whoever 50 Cent or whoever put on a suit or whatever, he's still a black guy. So he can't transform into anything other than who he is.
Thank you.
So if you got some people who don't like him because of his race, there's nothing he can do about it.
Nothing he can do.
And so that's what I'm saying. And just like men have privilege, see, they don't like to look at it as white privilege. So some people rather use it as another example. Men. A man used to, back in the day, and they probably still do in some places, if he walk into a company and apply for a job, and a woman walks in, it could be a white woman, walks into a company, the first thing that the person used to think of in HR is, he's a man, he has a family to feed.
Oh, okay.
He has kids, he has a wife, he needs this job more than she does. Okay. She could just look pretty and marry somebody, and then she'll be okay. It's the same thing. It doesn't mean that guy's a buckethead or a nut job who he could have worked hard and got his degree and like, I really do deserve this job. But the person that's interviewing him may think that he should be more privileged because he's a man. Okay. So that's what it means. It doesn't mean
male versus female.
It doesn't mean that you accept like, oh, I'm going to accept this privilege. It doesn't mean that. It just means that there is some things that some people, beauty has a privilege. We talked about me telling those girls to get out there.
We knew they looked good.
Pretty has a privilege. Yeah. If you waiting in line to get in the club and you ain't beautiful, you're going to be waiting a long time.
You'll have more favor.
Whereas a pretty person or man or woman, they'll walk right into the line they'll pull them out. You come here. You come here.
Extra gifts.
So that's all that
extra
is.
Fries at McDonald's because you're cute.
That's all.
But yeah, he was just saying it means that you walk through the world differently than the black and brown people in this country.
A woman who is good looking will never know what it's like not to be. She won't know. Just like some of y'all, if you've never been fat, you'll never know what it's like to be fat.
Right.
You'll never know. You'll never know what it's like to get on the bus and say, I'm going to be able to fit on this seat.
Or on the plane.
That doesn't even.
On the amusement park.
It's not even in your mindset to think like that, right?
Right.
Can I fit through this door?
Right.
If I sit on this chair, will it hold me?
Will it break? Yeah.
Y'all don't even. That's not even in y'all mind.
Right. If you're not a thick person or heavy person or fluffy person or whatever you want to say, fat person.
So the same thing.
But yeah, he did kind of talk a little bit about that as well. So I just wanted to pull out a few points with who we are, but it's a really good documentary.
Okay. All right. So don't make sure y'all watch it. It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
All right. I thought that you didn't see this, right? Now, this guy says, this is a man at church, and he says that this song, well, I'll let you look at it. He'll tell you about this song for him.
Song is going to be one that has made me pretty famous over the last few years. It has took me a lot of places I didn't think I would be at. But it was the first time on stage, New Year's Eve 2002, with one of the best quartets out there today, Brian Free and Assurance. And I was privileged to be able to sing this one with Brian Free. And
make this a little small.
I don't know if I beat him that night or not, but ever since then we've had competitions. I've wore him out. Not to make me look good or anything, but that's what happened. But this is one that also my friends at my hometown church, Gospel Light Baptist Church in Salisbury, North Carolina, has really made their top choice. So therefore, we're going to finish off with this one. Okay. It's called Looking for a City.
Right. Looking for the city.
For a city.
Looking for a city.
I didn't know you was going to start out with it. Looking for a city built above. Looking for a city where we'll never die. Where the saint and millions never say goodbye. There we'll meet our Savior and our Lord. Well, this next and final song.
This song he's famous from this song.
You're kidding.
You heard the build up. Everybody thought this was gonna.
Here listening.
He said he's named awards and things. This is the
We was waiting. We were waiting.
They said the build up is better than the song.
Yes, it is.
Looking for the city, looking
Remember back in the day when we would watch American Idol, and you remember the one Asian guy? She bangs. Oh, no, she moves. This guy right here is in that league. That's the kind of group he's in. I don't know what make him think he can sing.
He's won awards on this song, and this song he's famous
what
from this
award,
song.
Pete Collin?
He said he was famous on this song.
Oh my gosh, no.
Song is going to be one that has made me pretty famous over the last few years.
Oh, you can't.
Made him famous.
It took me a lot of places I didn't think I would be at. But it was the first time on stage, New Year's Eve 2002, with one of the best quartets out there today, Brian Free and Assurance.
The best quartets out there.
Privileged to be able.
What the heck?
He built this song
and
up.
they let him sing with them? This best quartet?
Oh,
gosh.
So I thought that was fun.
That's cute. Okay.
All right, you
That's
always
our
want to
weekend
know
fun.
who Charlemagne the God's donkey of the day is,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This lady says, "Get for the city." All right.
Okay.
Well, it fits this.
Okay.
This lady is not from New York. You know how we getting ready to go to New York.
Right.
And hotels are hard to get.
They are, and they're small, some of them.
She found a hotel at Staten Island for $100 a night.
Where?
With a view of New York.
Where
Look at that.
is that?
The view of New York.
Okay.
She said, "I booked a hotel room with a stunning view of New York,
Okay.
only to discover that I had been completely duped."
Somebody photoshopped that in.
This lady's from Texas. No. This lady's from Texas.
Yes.
That is a poster, and they put the drapes around it. So when she showed up in the room, you have a view of New York City, lady.
You know.
We didn't tell you that was a live view of New York City. We said you would have a view of New York City.
They put a poster in the window. Where was this though?
Staten Island, New York.
For real, Staten Island. But you
Yeah.
just didn't have that view.
No, Staten Island doesn't have a view of New
What's
York.
her view, I wonder? I wish
She
had
said she
removed
took
it.
the poster down, and it was a parking garage with bums and everybody outside. A tourist has been left horrified after discovering the spectacular Manhattan view she was expecting from her hotel room turned out to be fake.
Oh my gosh.
TikTok creator Amber Shelby from Texas
Yeah.
locked in a last-minute trip to New York with her husband and two young kids, booking a hotel room that had a gorgeous view of the city's iconic skyline. At least it did on the website. However, when the family checked in and got to their room at Fairfield Inn, Staten Island, they were horrified to find their stunning scenery was actually a picture of the skyline that had been printed onto their window shades. You know what this reminds me of? And they printed it on the window shades. You know what this reminds me of?
What?
Won't You Come Home, Bill Bailey? Won't You Come Home? What was it? Not Won't You?
You mean the one that comes
Wonderful
on?
Life.
It's a Wonderful Life.
And they didn't get their honeymoon.
Exactly.
And then their friend was putting posters up in the
house
windows.
that he wanted eventually move in. It was
Yes.
old and they hadn't fixed it up.
Yes.
But she made it still presentable for their
That's
honeymoon.
what the Fairfield Inn just did. Look at that close up. Can you blow that up?
Oh my God.
That's probably the
That's
highest
as big
it
as it
could
can go. That is a photo of the skyline in New York. Manhattan, right?
Yeah.
That is so wrong. Did she get her money back?
No, they said we didn't tell you that was a real live. We
That's
said
just-
you would have a view of the skyline.
That's just wrong. That's false advertisement. That is just wrong. I wish there was a way she can legally fight them. Because that's false advertisement. I hope my glasses didn't break.
I know. That's ridiculous.
Oh, that's funny. Who would ever think of that? That's a good idea.
And she said
though.
it was too far from downtown, from downtown New York,
From Manhattan.
Staten Island.
Wow.
That's why it was so cheap. So you know who Charlemagne gave Donkey of the Day to?
Her.
He didn't even give it to the hotel. He said, first of all, I'm no brain surgeon, But nobody thinks that you can get a hotel in New York for $100.
That right there should have been a clue, the red flag.
And a view of the city for $100?
Because we were trying to get hotels, and we were going from Manhattan to Brooklyn,
New Jersey.
We was even thinking of going to New Jersey to make it cheaper.
And he said, I thought everybody knew Staten Island was its own place. Right. You have to take a ferry to go to Staten Island.
Exactly.
She's from Texas. I guess she didn't know.
She should have talked to a tourist person.
She said the website noted that images on the website may not fully represent the room feature you booked, although there isn't an option to book a room with or without a view.
It's like buying a used car. Buyer's remorse. I mean, sorry. They sold you a lemon and you bought it.
That's what she saw behind the thing.
But did she still pay the $100?
Yeah, it was $100. That's not a bad room, though.
I mean, it's for $100.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Wow.
But she said it was too far. It took them too far. It took long to go back and forth to Manhattan.
Yeah.
Because you got to go on a ferry.
Yeah, and it takes a while. So, okay. That's funny. So she's the donkey.
He made her the donkey of the day.
Because the hotel got their money and they got her. They wheeled her in.
All right, y'all. Did y'all say anything since we've been? Let me see. That was it. All right, y'all. So don't forget to get our book, 100 Family-Friendly Jokes. Mm-hmm. The link is in the description and it's on Amazon. Mm-hmm. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Always believe. And that was another Woods Report. Happy Friday, y'all. See y'all Monday.
Stay safe.
And then we're going to work this weekend on this, whatever this thing is. We plug it in with it.
Friends.
No, yeah, to try to get that in. I might text you to see and do a, what is it? A run through or something. So we'll see. Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. See y'all later.